Hi everyone, this is Laurel. I'm with Guided by Love, and I have two decks here that I'm going to do a twin flame message with. So the first one is, this is Divine Lovers Messages, and we're going to get messages from the journey from the Sacred Travelers deck by Denise Lynn. So let's get started. Let's see what we have here. And we have an overcast sky today, but it's going to be really warm. I think it's going to be like 87 today. So yeah, it's going to be super warm. I'm glad I'll be in air conditioning most of the day. Or I could be in it all the day, but I sometimes shut mine off because I like the fresh air too. What are the messages? Anything else, Spirit, Holy Spirit, angels and guides? Okay. Well, so this one I don't think is going to surprise anybody. The overall message is solitude. In silence, peace prevails. So we're being asked to, as the overall message, to really go into solitude, spend some time today in solitude, which is going to help bring in peace to you, and it's also going to bring in peace to your connection. I know this morning I was feeling this ramped up energy, like gotta go, it wasn't from me. I felt it from my twin. So yeah, I feel like this is the feminine energy going into solitude today and finding that peace, and hopefully your person too getting, following their guidance to go into solitude, because that's where you're going to find the peace of the spirit of light and wisdom. See the little snowy owl? I believe that's what that's called, or a barred owl. They're super small, but it's where you're going to find the wisdom as well, and grow spiritually is through that going within, shutting off the thoughts of the world and going within. So that's the overall message. Let's see what else we got. We have navigating by the stars, and I love this one because this is following your bliss. This is a message that spirit is guiding you, that and the star card in the tarot is healing and wish fulfillment, and spirit is guiding you to your spiritual growth and wish fulfillment, so, and healing. So this is follow your bliss, follow your heart. And I just noticed his shepherd's hook is in the form of a swirl, which is a healing symbol. So, and we're approaching the full moon, which I believe it's Sunday, and it's saying on my moon calendar that it's 100% illumination Saturday and Sunday. And when that happens, I know it's going to be a powerful moon. It's a blue moon, it's in Sagittarius. So, we keep getting that message to keep our focus and focus on what we want, not on what we don't want, because it's manifesting. So this is following your heart, following your guidance, and both of you are being guided. I see the twin trees there. Both of you are being guided, and this is following your truth, your heart's desire, what lights you up inside, and it's gonna be okay. So let's see. Desert passage. Trust that there's a divine plan. So you may feel like you're walking into the unknown, the uncertainty, and you're not sure what is ahead. Like both of these are showing that path. And I feel this one's telling you that, you're being guided. This one is saying that, there may be uncertainty ahead, but keep going. This is trust that there's a divine plan. Yeah, so, you may be unsure about what's ahead, but there's a divine plan. You're being guided. As long as you continue to take a step as you are guided to, you're going to continue to go closer and closer to that center, to back to your original nature of love and light. This is a journey of, back to home, back to your original, your authenticity. And, this is knowing that, yeah, there may be uncertainty ahead, but it's being able to be in that solitude, in that stillness, and no matter what's happening around you, and really being able to go to your center, be in that stillness, no matter what's going on around you or what, uncertainty there is, and fall into that stillness, because that's where the magic happens. That's where, we surrender to our will, to God's will. So let's see. This is such a beautiful card. We have fellow travelers. So there's support all around you. Not only do you have support from this channel, but you have support, from the divine in signs all around you. There's the rainbow symbol, which, is symbolic of blessings and protection, and the birds, those are messengers from God. And I think there's more than one in here. The twin birds, the feminine and the masculine, the white and the blue, orange, and yellow. So you're being guided, as we said in this, you're navigating by the stars, and know that you have lots of support from spirit. Talk to your guides, talk to the angels, talk to God, let them know how you're feeling, ask them for what you need right now, and let it go, because they hear every word you say, and, they want you to know that the support is all around you through the signs and synchronicities and through their energy. They're all around you. So this is knowing, and your person is there with you in spirit. If you're not in union or reunion yet, they're around you in spirit. Also, giving you little taps on the shoulder, or it knocks along the head. I don't know. So lovingly. Journey by the Moonlight. This is another beautiful card. This is believe in magic. So we have the full moon coming up, and I certainly want to be outside, taking in that this full moon, because I think it's going to be a powerful one with the 2 days of illumination, 100% illumination. And this is showing, Journey by Moonlight. This is connecting to the energy of the moon and really taking it in, and, surrendering to the beauty of magic and miracles, because that's when spirit can really come in, and do their magic and their miracles, is when we surrender our will to their will, to God's will. And, you notice they're playing music. So you may hear signs and synchronicities through music today. You may, or during the new moon, or during the full moon, on Saturday, Sunday. But this is taking in nature, taking in the full moon energy. There's this synergy happening today, where things are happening behind the scenes. Things are happening as we keep our thoughts positive and keep our words positive, and focus on what we want. Okay, so this is, I feel this behind this card, manifestations. Okay, I feel this magic is to do with manifesting and manifestations coming in. And then we have ascending the mountain. Yeah, this is the whole message is, keep going, jump into the solitude of the journey, to strengthen you from the inside out. But this is continue to go, continue to keep going, continue to rely on the faith, even if it's the smallest mustard seed. Continue to rely on the faith, and then know that any challenge, think about the challenges that you've overcome to this point, and every single one has made you stronger and wiser, and has propelled you a little bit more forward. And so this is another time where Spirit is saying, use that mustard seed of faith, or the big watermelon seed of faith, and use it to really bolster yourself. And any challenges that come up, focus on stillness, focus on the solitude, the stillness, surrendering, because that's where your strength is going to come from. Okay? So let's see. So you and your person are, today it's, navigating, you're being guided. You have support around you. You have the magic of the moonlight coming in. And, some of you may be starting to feel the energy, earlier than Saturday. I know I usually do. And then I know it's on Sunday, but, it said illumination Saturday, 100% illumination Saturday and Sunday, which blows my mind. But this is really a message today of knowing that you have the divine support, you have protection and blessings coming in, you and your person, you're being guided, and you're where you need to be. And this is, keep going and tap within, use that solitude. Enjoy the stillness. Okay, so let's get some messages from your person. What do they want to say to you? And I am just, my energy, the heat is just like, is just risen, going through that summary. So what are the messages? Holy Spirit, angels, and guides, what are the messages? Any other messages? And there's one at the bottom. Okay. So let's see what we got. There's 3 that came out. The first one is, I want to come into alignment with you. So, they are focusing, so much so they are focusing, they are moving forward, and this is their goal. They want to be basically this is saying they want to be the best them that they can be for you. They want to come into alignment. They want to be able to give you everything that you deserve, because they know that you are a perfect match for them. That's beautiful. And then we are, oh my God, you guys are not going to believe this. We are a perfect match made in heaven. I just said that. Oh my God. Oh, I didn't even see this card. So that was my instincts. Your instincts may be coming on strong today as well, as far as your connection. Holy cow, I just said that. So yeah, they want to come into alignment with you, because they want to be the best them for you, but they also know that you're the perfect match for them, that there's no one that will ever fulfill them in all the ways that you do. And that is, emotionally is a big one, physically, spiritually is the huge purpose, this mission that you have together, and intellectually, you both teach each other so much on this journey, because you're mirrors. So, this is, they know you're the perfect match. I can feel that strong bond we share on a soul level. Wow, my voice just got... So they're working on being able to say what they want to say to you, but this is, I can feel that strong bond on a soul level, so they can feel the depth of your connection. They can feel that oneness. Some of you may be feeling it as a floating in, floating out, kind of like you may feel it at times where you're at one with your person, and then you may flow out of it. You may flow back in at times, and they're feeling that too. They're feeling you at that depth, at that oneness. So, you know, it's a little bit scary for them, but it's also exuberating. Also, exuberating is the word I'm getting. It's also exciting, because it's nothing that, you know, either of you have ever experienced. And there's not really a manual on this, but they are so intrigued by it and so wanting to be the best that they can be for you. So, and for themselves, you know. So those are the messages I have. I am wishing you such a beautiful day with some solitude and some, you know, just music and enchantment out in nature. And I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. Namaste.